Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I've got a happy little plant and fun light action tonight. A little bit different zone. It's super starry out tonight and really, really calm. There's a little bit of clouds. And yeah, we will get started. So, we were on a cliff before, beside the ocean, beside the sea, looking out. And it was the middle of the day, a really beautiful sunny day with some rain over top of us. So we are going to go from there. So let's begin by getting really comfortable, lying down somewhere, closing your eyes, and having maybe a sheet again over your eyes. And we're going to take some deep breaths. So let's get started. 3 deep breaths. All right, so taking some deep breaths and allowing yourself to feel calm. And we're going to do a little body scan. So as you're lying there, try to focus on just the center of your forehead to relax, to see sort of a blank space. And I want you to think of a color or texture that you want to leave your body, something that feels bad. If you can think of a feeling that you can embody in a color or a texture, think of that for a minute. And then we're going to think of that leaving our body. So from the crown of our heads, relax and close your eyes. And it's going down your forehead, down through your eyelids and your cheeks, going down your mouth and your chin, and the back of your head. It's going out your throat. Made me clear my throat. Down your chest, out your shoulders, and your arms, your elbows, going out your forearms and your hands, each finger that color is leaving, down through your belly, through your abdomen and your hips. Imagine it going out your legs and your knees, and out your calves, ankles, and your feet, and each toe. And take another deep breath and let it out. So now we're sitting on this cliff and we can open our eyes and look out at the ocean. And it's sunny now. There's lots of bright, bright sun in the sky. These big, fluffy, fluffy clouds, the kinds of clouds that only exist around the ocean. You only see them at the ocean. And it's super calming to watch every detail of those clouds. You can see the fine detail of each fluffy shape, and they blend together and move. But there's lots of big ones, so you can see, like, in the distance there's bunches of big clouds, and they have flat bottoms that are kind of reflecting down onto the ocean when the sun is hitting through it. And you sit there and watch those clouds for a little while. And you watch the patterns of the wind on the sea. It comes in these shapes, these S shapes of small waves. And there's a current, you can see colors in the currents, turquoises and blues and deep blues and sapphires, all kinds of colors. And you watch that. And above you there's some trees, and you can feel all their leaves protecting you from the sun. They're quite high trees. They're high and they have very soft bark. And then there's also some low plants, some aloe vera and different succulents. And you touch the aloe vera, you put your finger and your thumb around one leaf and you push it a little bit and you can feel this give because it's really full of aloe vera, of the gel that you can see when it opens up. You can feel that squishiness. And then you feel the ridge of the leaf that has a little bit of spikes on it. And they're big plants, big overflowing plants. And then there's little other succulents that are like I think they're called ice plants. They're long succulents, and you can touch those too. Everything has a lot of give, lots of juiciness to it. And there's also these red papery flowers that are growing up on these trees beside the aloe vera, and everything is kind of reaching out over the cliffs and looking out at that ocean. It's super calm, but you can still see all these little patterns of the wind and the waves and these big fluffy white clouds that are so beautiful and so calm and moving quite slowly. And it's nice just to sit on that ledge and really take in this vista. It's giving you so much information, so much nature to just enjoy from that point of view. It feels like you could see for 3,000 miles. And sometimes you think, if I just look hard enough, I could see across the whole ocean to the next piece of land. And it's very calm. And you feel again the aloe vera between your fingers and your thumb, this squishiness. And then you slowly stand up and you begin to walk along this path beside the cliff. Again, it's not a really strong cliff, it's quite relaxed. You can sort of see how it tumbles into the sea, doesn't just cut off into the sea. And you walk along that. There's lots of rocks, little rocks that are coming out into the path. So you continue to walk, and every once in a while, again, you look out at this incredible vista, and it's to your right. So you're walking with the sea to your right, and you look over your shoulder at these waves and the patterns of blues and turquoises and sapphires with these white clouds. They couldn't be whiter. They're the whitest, fluffiest ocean clouds, the only place you see clouds like that. And you slowly stroll, and the path sort of goes up and down through these little areas that turn into different rock cliffs around walking. So you continue along there for a while. And the forest is to your left. So again, these larger eucalyptus trees with these patterned bark on it. And there's lots of aloe vera. The big kind where their leaves actually kind of like tumble out of the center and sort of like find their way along the ground. And you continue to touch them every once in a while to feel that juiciness of those leaves. There's succulents everywhere on this cliff. There's just different kinds. So you always feel the different leaves, these little jade plants and the ice plants with the long ones, long leaves. And there's a gentle grass underneath your feet, but it's also the dirt. You can feel the drier dirt of this path. And these dry pink flowers, those papery ones. You feel those every once in a while. And then you stop again. You haven't gone very far. This view is hard to walk too far from. You kind of just want to sit and enjoy it and watch it. So you sit down again, and you found this really nice short grass area. It's quite soft, and the dirt is really soft, and you sit there, and it gives you like a perfect little chair. Am I getting something's weird here? All right, it's me again. This perfect little chair on the side of the path. And you sit down and you look out again at the sea, and the breeze starts to pick up. It starts to gain a little bit of momentum. And you can feel that breeze going into your lungs, like it's helping you breathe. So we're going to take some more deep breaths, and when you breathe that air in, you can smell this sort of drier, almost Mediterranean or Californian smell, these types of plants. And this ocean salt. And you can also smell the humidity from the clouds. So all of these things, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths with those scents in mind. And one more. And this time, as you're lying there, sitting there by that ocean vista, I want you to just keep your eyes closed as I finish this little session up, and just look out at the sea, and again, all the patterns of little waves and colors, and as that wind starts to build up, you see the patterns changing slightly, and that those big white clouds moving around more, moving into each other. And we'll just calmly look at that view. We're gonna stay there, and we'll see you there tomorrow. Lots of hugs and warm, calm love. Bye-bye.